Today, we're reacting to a real air traffic control emergency. We're talking one of those heart-pounding, oh boy this just got real moments. A commercial airliner suddenly loses all cabin pressure at 30,000 feet and needs to drop fast. And yes, I've been there. Rapid decompression is no joke. So let's roll the clip, and I'll break down exactly what's happening. Firefighter pilot reacts. ATC emergency. Cabin pressure failure. The clip begins. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Flight 472 declaring emergency. We've lost pressurization. Initiating emergency descent. Request immediate lower altitude. Flight 472, Roger. Descend and maintain 10,000. Turn left heading 180. You are cleared for immediate descent. Let's pause there. Right away, you hear the pilot do exactly what they are trained to do. Declare Mayday. When you lose pressurization at high altitude, you've got seconds, literally seconds, before you start to get hypoxia. Lack of oxygen makes people pass out, and if the pilots go hypoxic, that aircraft becomes a very large, very fast paperweight. Emergency descent explained. Commercial jets cruise at around 30,000 to 40,000 feet. Cabin pressure is controlled by the outflow valve and environmental systems. If something fails, a blown seal, malfunction, structural issue, the breathing environment becomes unsafe almost immediately. An emergency descent usually means dropping at over 6,000 feet per minute. That's steep. In fighters, we'll do that just for fun sometimes. Airliners, it's not meant to be a roller coaster. Flight 472, squawk 7700 for emergency. Traffic alert, multiple aircraft below you, diverting traffic now. 7,700 set. Speed breaks out. We are descending. Cabin masts have deployed. 7700 is the emergency transponder code. When ATC hears that, everybody stops worrying about paperwork and starts worrying about you. Traffic clears instantly, and all eyes track your flight on radar. Gestures like clearing a dance floor. We are the VIP now, and not the bottle service kind. Inside the cockpit reality. Picture this. Oxygen mask hissing, alarms blaring, passengers screaming. The aircraft nose drops. It's chaos. But the pilots? They are laser focused. He raises 3 fingers. Their priorities become aviate, fly the plane, keep control, navigate, point in a safe direction, communicate, tell ATC what's going on. In that order, every time. Human side commentary. Passengers think, why are we diving? But ironically, diving is what saves everyone. You want to get to a breathable atmosphere fast. What's breathable? Below 14,000 feet, you've got enough oxygen pressure to stay conscious without supplemental oxygen. So dropping altitude isn't a failure. It's exactly the right move. Video continues. Flight 472. Nearest field is Denver. Do you require vectors? Yes, Denver. Medical standing by. We have multiple passengers reporting difficulty breathing. Medical response already mobilizing. That's what professionals do. ATC is calm. Crew is calm. Even when people are panicking in back, the team up front must sound like they are ordering tea and biscuits. Ah yes, we'll take a runway, 2 ambulances, and maybe a cookie if you've got one. Then serious. And if passengers already show symptoms, confusion, fainting, that tells us a decompression wasn't minor. The masks helped, but that's still a traumatic event. What fighter pilots experience? In fighter jets, we train for this constantly. I've experienced, in simulation and once in real flight, sudden pressure loss. At 40,000 feet, you have maybe 15 to 20 seconds of useful consciousness. That's not a lot. Snaps fingers. You hesitate, you're out. Oxygen masks are survival. Plus, hypoxia sneaks up. You don't feel like you're dying. You feel like you're invincible, which is not a helpful mindset when you're flying a $70 million aircraft. Final approach. Flight 472. Winds calm. Cleared to land runway 17 left. Emergency crew standing by. Cleared to land 17 left. Flight 472. Thanks for the help today. That little thanks for the help, That's aviator to aviator gratitude. Behind the scenes, that controller just parted the seas, rerouted aircraft, coordinated emergency teams, ensured a clear descent path. Points like showing respect. Controllers don't get enough credit. They save lives. Touchdown. Flight attendant on PA. Remain seated. Emergency personnel will board the aircraft. Beautiful job by everyone involved. The pilots did exactly what they trained for. No hesitation. ATC remained composed and supportive. Emergency teams were standing by before the wheels even touched asphalt. Even with panic in back, the cockpit showed calm leadership. That's aviation professionalism. What went wrong? Without an accident report, we can't say exactly what happened, but common causes include. He checks them off. Mechanical failure in the pressurization system, valve stuck open or closed. Air conditioning pack failure. Structural issue like a cracked seal. Whatever the cause, this crew handled it like pros. Lesson for pilots and passengers. Now, quick takeaway for everyone who flies. And yes, that means you binge watching on the couch. White heavy check mark if the masks drop. Put the mask on. Fast. Then help others. He mimics the airline briefing. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Not because you're selfish, but because if you pass out, you're zero help to anyone. White heavy check mark, it might get loud, steep, and scary. But that's exactly what's supposed to happen. Humor reset. And if you ever feel anxious flying, just remember, leans into MIC. Your pilots are trained for every nightmare scenario the aviation gods can imagine, and they handle them while sipping terrible cockpit coffee. Final thoughts. This video, it's a masterclass in emergency response. He counts on hand. Crew recognize the issue instantly. Mass protocols executed. Clear Mayday call. Immediate emergency descent. ATC handled traffic flawlessly. Safe landing with medical support. No Hollywood drama, just training, discipline, and teamwork. Oh, you tell, pilot, if you enjoyed the breakdown, smash that like button like a pilot slamming speed brakes at 30,000 feet. Drop your questions below. I love clearing up aviation myths and maybe adding a few new ones. Subscribe for more stories from the sky, fighter-pilot analysis, cockpit insights, and occasionally pretzel-related tragedies. He picks up the pretzel pack again, victorious. I'm Captain Falcon Rider, reminding you, keep your scan moving, keep your mask handy, and always check your cabin pressure. See you in the next flight. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.